One of our three deceivers once went on a double date without knowing. You can tell us who you think it is by voting along in the chat. And let's find out who's telling the truth and who is a chump. God damn it, Eric.
That's the name of the show.
Hey, what's the deal? Where's that ExpressVPN ad?
No, he comes down. He comes back and then here, watch.
Yeah, we'll come.
Ready?
I want to hear about
Ready?
it.
Everyone stop.
Okay, all right. Okay, this is a good one.
Chump, everybody. The Rooster Teeth game show all about lying and deception. I'm your host, Jeremy Dooley, and this show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Protect your online security today by heading to expressvpn.com/RTTV.
That was scary.
Nailed. Yes.
All right, now. Let's introduce my deceivers for today's episode. It's going to be a roller coaster. Deceiver number one, James Willems.
Yay!
Hi, everybody. I'm one of the many Patricks of Funhouse. Hello.
Wait, no.
On to our second Patrick from Funhouse. Deceiver number two, Eric Bador.
All right, I can't wait to trick Patrick.
Oh, you got
And
booed.
then
Don't boo me. I'm right.
on to the final Patrick, deceiver number three, Patrick Brown.
So it's Patrick Salazar from broadcast, actually.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So many Patricks. How did we end up with
He's
so
our
many
boss.
Patricks?
I don't know.
And of course, we also have a contestant on today's show, and today that is the unfortunate job of Mr. Cole Gallion. Welcome, Cole.
Look at his steep head. Look at that.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Patrick from Funhouse to you.
Yeah, there was a lovely message that went by in the chat right before we started going. Where someone went,
Don't provide
"That sounds like the
context.
cast is no Wait, you know what? You'd have to.
I
read
want
it.
They
as
can go
many
back and read
inside
it if they
jokes
need
for
to.
just
Yeah,
us
scroll
as
up.
possible.
You'll find it eventually.
Yeah.
Control F, A Patrick.
Yeah, we have chat.
But that's why you have to make an account. Camera on me. That's why you have to make an account on roosterteeth.com.
Camera on
so that
me.
way
It
you
is
too
on
can participate.
Don't give it to him.
on
Do
the
it
chat.
on-
Just to
put it on
scale
Patrick.
size. You're so small that it was to scale.
I got even
Make him smaller. Start
guys.
shouting camera on me. Camera on me.
Camera on me.
Show about lying. We're back. We took a 2-week break, and we've returned with a whole cast of wrestling fans. And Patrick is here, and we're going to be playing. A lot of things happen. A lot of
A
things happen.
wrestling themed episode.
Yeah,
I got a frantic Slack message today.
it was frantic. It was absolutely frantic.
They called in the big guns.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Turns out we
when
just-
you're 11th on the ask list, you just show up and you go, "What are we doing today?"
I need the work.
Ultimately, it is our bad. We forgot to schedule a fourth person.
Yeah.
Just
Slipped right through
forgot.
our fingers.
Yeah.
But we are going to jump right into the lying and the truth-telling audience. Of course, you are playing along. It's not about getting the most points. It's about not having the least points at the end of the game and being declared the chump. So best of luck to you, the audience, to Cole, the contestant, and to the deceivers as we jump into our first game, which is called Save the Date.
A wedding?
Oh, it's a new game. Kind of. Basically, what this game is I'm going to give Cole a true fact about one of our three deceivers about a dating experience that they had in their lifetime. However, the story is only about one of them, but all three of them are going to be acting like this fact is about them. Cole, you're going to get 60 seconds to question each of them about the fact I'm giving you to try to determine who it is really about. And the fact is, one of the three deceivers once went on a double date without realizing. A double date without realizing. Audience, there is going to be a place where you can vote in the chat on RTTV. There's going to be lovely buttons that you can just click on and cast your vote. But if you're on mobile, it works a bit differently. You cast your votes in the chat by either doing #1 to vote for James, #2 for Eric, #3 for Patrick. That's how you cast your votes, but only on mobile. Otherwise, just click the button. Don't worry about flooding the chat with it. You're all good. So, Cole, knowing the fact that you have now, who would you like to question first?
Let's go down the line. Let's start with James.
All right,
good.
starting with James.
Smart.
Going down the line.
Smart. I'll help Cole. I'll help you find out who's lying.
Yeah, please.
We'll both be detectives.
My co-counsel will help. My co-counsel.
He's got the pipe. 60 seconds on the clock to question James. Ready, get set, go.
When did you find out there were two more people on this date? How far into the date?
I mean, how far into? I always knew there were other people there. I just
Okay.
didn't realize I was on a date.
Oh.
Suspect.
Okay, and where was
yeah.
Eric during all of this?
Ooh, excellent
Eric-
question.
Eric wouldn't have been born by this point, or would
You
have
were
already
dating
died.
for-
No,
Born?
I assume
He's in
Eric
the
was somewhere in
smoker's
Southern
lounge.
California causing trouble.
Oh. Well, that youthful misfit energy. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Was the food good? What did you eat? Did you eat?
I did eat. It was at a movie theater, and I shared popcorn, a bucket of popcorn, but with my friend who wasn't one of the people I was actually on the date with.
Okay. And how many people were in the theater?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It was a pretty full theater, I guess.
Wow.
Opening night? What movie?
No.
What movie? What movie? Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, it was
allow it.
The Wedding Planner starring Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, great movie. Great movie.
Oh,
I'm already
nice.
planning a wedding. Save the date. Save the date.
I can already
James is
tell
telling
this
the
is a
truth.
lie, Cole. Don't believe him.
James is- Okay, Eric, I'd like to counsel with my co-counsel. Eric, why do you think it's a lie?
Excellent. I think the
Wait,
whole
wait,
thing's a
wait,
lie. Can
wait.
you believe it? What happened? What? We're just
How are
talking.
you doing this?
We're,
You're
we're
co-counsel.
Cam on Eric.
Well, yeah, we're figuring
on
it out.
Eric.
We're two
We need
detectives.
a double on me and Eric. We need a double
Yeah,
on me and
camera
Eric.
on me. Look,
Yeah.
Cole, here's
Okay.
the thing. I don't think you can trust James as far as you can throw him because who goes to see the wedding planner? Who doesn't?
This is not working.
Listen,
That's a good question.
if there's only one person, okay, we're gonna go see a movie.
Should there
Okay,
be
great, and then a
clock
bunch of
on
other
screen
people
for this?
No, because
I don't know.
because we're simply talking. This is
We're having a
counsel.
co-counsel.
Oh, I see,
Tell me where
okay.
Eric
See,
is.
now this is a
Where
classic,
Eric is.
classic guilty
Overruled.
man by James.
Okay.
I don't think Made in Manhattan was sold out, so I don't
Jeremy
think
has a
that's the
pipe.
truth. I don't think that's the truth. What?
I'm
Okay, Jeremy, you're my other
overruling your
co-counsel.
pipe with my pipe.
That's
You're
a
my
way bigger
co-counsel,
pipe.
Jeremy.
You know what? I'm gonna put. Wait a minute. I'm gonna put you back in that screen now because you need to question Eric. You said you're going down the line. We're going to Eric.
Okay,
next.
yeah.
Went
Eric
on
next.
a double date without realizing. This is about
Okay.
Eric. Remember what the
Yes.
questions
True.
are gonna happen. All right.
Yes.
60
Okay.
seconds on
Who's
the
gonna
clock.
help?
Ready, get set,
Okay.
go.
Patrick will help me next, okay? Patrick, I'll convene with you next,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Get your
Okay, we
pipe.
gotta finish. So wait, so I think that James is telling a lie because I don't think that movie was sold out.
Yeah, and I agree. He's talking about a packed theater, and also you show up to go see the wedding planner with like 3 other people, and you go, "Well, this is just like a group outing." Cole, I'll tell you right now. Listen, I'm telling the truth. It was 2002. I went to Corvette Diner. It was a 1950s style diner in San Diego. I thought I was going into a group thing where it was just going to be me, my friend Mike, his girlfriend Susie, and her friend Lauren, but then it turned into, and this is a double date, and it was me going, for
Did you want it to be a date?
at that point, absolutely, because I mean, I was
getting laid.
16,
Hell yeah.
so it's like, hey
Cole,
man,
ask him what
anything that I
movie.
can do to hold a hand.
What movie did you see after?
No, we didn't see a movie. We went to Corvette
The Wedding
Diner.
Planner.
I need more time. What
was
movie
The
did
Wedding
you see? What was the
Planner.
next movie you saw?
In 2002?
Yes.
After the date.
No, we didn't see a movie at the date.
What was
but
the
we
next
had
movie? I don't care
milkshakes.
if it was 5 minutes or 30 years after. What was the next movie you saw after
What's
the
your
date?
favorite film from 2002?
What was the next movie?
It was honestly, I
Oh,
probably
all right.
saw.
Wait, everyone has a
Reservoir Dogs.
pipe.
Wait, why does
Everyone has a
Patrick has a
pipe.
Yeah.
How is this
what's my pipe?
possible?
All right.
What do you mean?
Cole, that's your questioning for Eric. And most
Okay,
of it
can I
was
convene
about
with my
Eric, which is great.
co-counsel? Patrick, I need to talk to you. Can we get a 2 on me and Patrick?
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick, what do you think? Do you think he was telling the truth?
Had I not been running to get my pipe, I probably would have been a lot more help to you right now. However,
Just going from your gut, what do you think?
going off the ending, there was a lot of stuttering, and I obviously I'm here because I'm an expert in body language. And
It did seem like his
that
story
was
fell
the
apart
body
there at the
language
end.
of a liar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was the
wow.
body language. He was scared.
Yeah, did you see
60
James'
seconds
scared
body?
for his
question,
life.
Patrick.
James's body was awesome.
James' body was
that's true.
awesome. James had a good body.
Cole, you have been given
Hey,
60
hey,
seconds to
we
question
can't lie.
Patrick about
We can't
this
lie.
story.
Okay, I'll talk to James after this, though. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Can we do a
double
new
date
game?
without
Can we do a new
realizing?
game where the contestants try and convince Cole that I have a bad body? and you
Not
see if you can
possible.
believe it.
Not possible. Everyone else is the chump. The contestants are the chump.
60 seconds on the clock.
possible.
Ready, get set.
Yeah. Run it. Run it. I only
Okay,
need
so
30.
so we think Eric was telling a lie because his body fell apart.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, confirmed.
Okay. So what movie did you watch?
I didn't go to the movies.
You didn't go to the movies. How long into the date did you realize other people were there?
When I showed up to the date.
Okay, so you immediately recognized that these two could be honing in on your date.
No. It was like a Tinder date. So we got there to the restaurant, and there was just 3 people there.
That's just awkward. Did you know which
was
one
horrible.
you were dating? Were you afraid you were
Yes.
catfished?
No, I knew which one it was, but I didn't know that there were going to be 2 other people there, and I also didn't know her because it was a Tinder date. So I just
what'd you
showed
do?
up.
What'd you do?
Well, it's too weird. Like I did the dinner. It also like it wasn't someone I really wanted to go out with. But you know when you're just like been single a while and you're like, I'll do anything. I'll go anywhere. With
You gotta
anyone.
practice sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like one more question, please.
Go for it.
What movie
I'll
did you see
allow it.
afterward? What movie did
We
you
didn't
see
go to the
afterwards?
guy. We didn't Mortal Kombat.
Anytime after, I just wanted to watch some movies.
All right. can we-
Mortal Kombat, that just came out. That's a lie.
Do we
Yeah, I have to.
Are we
continue
gonna-
with my
are we gonna-
co-counsel.
Annihilation.
co-counsel? Co-counsel?
Yeah, I need to co-counsel with James. I need to co-counsel with James.
Let's get a
Okay.
2-shot.
All right.
Go.
Go ahead.
Now,
I'm thinking.
Wow.
I'm thinking here
yeah,
You
that
can't trust a man with
I
a pipe.
think Patrick
that
might
putty?
be lying.
Patrick might be like, do you think?
How would someone
What about it?
know that they're on a date?
I know you might. You have to know you're on a date when you get there. What do you think about his body?
Patrick's got a great body. Love it.
Patrick
Head to
does have
toe.
a great body.
Yeah, he's a 10. Head to
Eric's
toe.
body fell apart though. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
what the fuck's up with that? Why am I the one who fell apart? Jeremy, don't drink too much. There's still a lot of show left.
Jeremy, we still have 2 more
know.
games.
I know.
We need you. I don't know what the
all
next
right,
game is.
I don't even know what questioning
is.
There was your questioning for all 3 of the deceivers. Clearly, Eric thinks James is lying. Patrick thinks Eric's lying, and James thinks Patrick is lying. So you need to try to sort out which of them was actually telling the truth here before we lock anything in. Do you have any feelings based on anyone's story that someone's completely making something up, or there was some aspect of it that reigned true? What are you thinking?
Eric thought James was lying. Patrick thought Eric was lying. And James thought Patrick was lying. So this is like one of those labyrinth riddles. One of them has to be telling the truth, Jeremy. That's what I think.
Right.
Not a very confusing labyrinth at that point, but I understand what you're saying.
I like
yeah.
it.
Yeah. And so
I've seen
I
Knives
think
Out.
that
I know
one
how
of them-
this works.
yeah, like Knives Out. It's the donut.
Yeah.
I think that Eric fell apart.
What?
James was together the entire time, but he's like a chiseled stone body. So I think Patrick was the variable, and I think Patrick was telling the truth.
All right, before we lock it in, audience, we are locking in your answers. Thank you for voting in game number 1, and best of luck to you in this game. So, Cole, it sounds like you are leaning Patrick on this one. Is that the answer that you want to lock in for Save the Date?
I will lock it in.
Let's lock in Patrick as the one who went
No
on
deal,
a double
Howie.
date
No deal.
Oh.
without realizing. So, in doing this, you think that James was wrong in assuming that Patrick was telling a lie. There's a lot of different levels to this. There's a lot of different lying and assumptions and all kinds of different things. Regardless, before we actually reveal who this is about, we need to see what the audience voted. So, audience, who do you think went on a double date without realizing? Let's get those percentages up there and see where they're leaning. Barely. Eric by 1%.
Interesting.
It went to Eric over Patrick. So the audience almost agree with you. James at 21%. The one the audience believed the least. The paper
They're
pipe.
like, that guy doesn't date.
Well, maybe they thought that was a paper pipe and didn't realize it was a real pipe.
Maybe.
so
they were
many
like,
levels
maybe
of
he-
deception going on.
Yeah.
Regardless, I can reveal that the person who went on a double date without realizing was James Willems. It was indeed James.
Oh,
Booyah! Mr. Paper Pipe himself.
You got
other two
people
never go on a
making
date?
plans for you when you got a chiseled rock hard body like this and a pipe made of paper towels that you found at your desk. The ladies will come caroling.
Stiff paper towels.
With two of their friends.
Yeah.
Two of their friends. My friend and I just wanted to go see the wedding planner. I don't know if you want me to elaborate. And so
Take a little elaboration. We'll also get more in Chump Change as well, too. Post show.
okay,
But,
all right. Well, I'll just
figure
give
this
you a
out
tease.
then.
We wanted to see the wedding planner.
Yeah.
Someone was like, "Okay, well, tell me like, what time are you going?" And oh, well, we're going to be there at this time. Showed up with her and another person, and they showed up, and we just hung out and chatted the whole time. And we thought it was strange that they were sitting on either side of us.
Oh, so you
But
didn't
it wasn't
realize
until
was
the
a
next
date.
day. It wasn't until the next day when I ran into them at school that they expressed how disappointed they were that we didn't pay
You didn't
attention
call
to them
back?
in that date.
Oh.
Wow.
Brutal. This episode of Chump is brought to you by DoorDash. Did you get all the way home from the store and realize that you forgot that one thing? The one thing that sent you there in the first place because you got distracted by whatever else was floating around on the shelves around you? Well, no sweat. Just have DoorDash go and grab it for you. Now, DoorDash can bring you drinks, snacks, and even household essentials in 30 minutes or less. Ordering is super easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left at your door with their contactless delivery drop-off setting. DoorDash is super easy to use. I always use it on Chump nights, like tonight, because I can schedule my meal to show up when I know Chump is going to end. So I don't have to worry about making dinner or anything like that. I finish recording, I walk downstairs, and I know my food is right there waiting for me because it was dropped off at my door. And I get little alerts the whole way through about when it's showing up and when it has arrived. For a limited time, you can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter the code CHUMP2021. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and use the code CHUMP2021. Remember, that's code CHUMP2021 for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. Thank you, DoorDash, for sponsoring this show. Back to the episode. Well, that means at the end of that game, because of the web of deception that went on with all the different levels, the deceivers came out of that with 2 points. So very well done to the deceivers, off to an early lead.
Come on, Chet, you got to do better than that.
That's the power of
Back on
piping.
All 3 teams
I don't have a pipe.
have
Call
chance
me
to earn
pipe
2
layer.
points.
Got explicit
you.
reasons.
Quiet you. All 3 teams have a chance to earn 2 points in our next game, which is called Pushing the Envelope. In this game, I have 3 envelopes. Each contains a true fact about one of our deceivers. I'm going to shuffle them up and redistribute them, so they might get their own fact or they might get someone else's. Cole is going to question them for 60 seconds about the fact they receive. If it's their fact, they answer Cole's questions truthfully. If it's not their fact, they're lying and trying to get Cole to think that that fact is indeed about them. So we're going to go down
I
the
get
line,
what we're
starting
doing.
with James.
I understand this show now.
Has
James
it ever
Willem.
been the case where Jeremy is lying on the show? Like he
Yeah,
says
most of the
wrong
time, I
things?
think.
Actually,
Yeah.
it was. We tried a game like that out for a little while, and just people didn't like it, so we moved on.
Perfect. Case closed. Hey,
Little peek
case
behind the
closed.
curtain.
Turns out they want the host to tell the truth. Interesting.
James Willems once had to scrap his dream car only months after buying it. Once had to scrap his dream car only months after buying it. Eric Badur won a karate fight against his sensei when he was a child. And finally, Patrick Brown once got so drunk that he fist fought a house. So there is your 3 facts for this game. Cole, actually, audience, we got to tell you guys, you work a little bit differently in this game. We're going to give you one of those 3 facts, and you are voting on who that fact is truly about. And that is who once won a karate fight against their sensei when they were a child. Eric is claiming that this is about him. And after you hear all of the questioning, you can decide, is it about Eric? Is it about James? Is it about Patrick? 2 points up for grabs there. Cole, who do you want to question first?
Let's go reverse. We'll start with Patrick.
Starting with Patrick. All right, we're starting with Patrick. Got so drunk that he fist fought a house. 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, get set, go.
First question, did you win?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so the house is gone. The
No,
house
I
is
didn't.
gone.
I lost. I lost.
Wait, okay,
The house
Jeremy,
is-
which
house
was the
still
lie?
stands.
Can I figure out which one's the lie? Did he win or lose?
He won.
Good, he won. Okay.
Oh,
So the house has been demolished and gone.
Yeah.
Why did you fist fight this? You got so drunk. What'd you get drunk on?
I got drunk on vodka. I was a young man,
Vodka?
and I fell asleep outside.
Not too young. Drink
And-
responsibly.
Yeah. And of course, I woke up and had been locked out.
Oh, so it was at your own house?
No, it was my friend's house.
It was your friend's house. Did your friend know they were locking you out?
I never found out, but it was like one of those houses with 7 people living in it. So I don't even know
Were
if
they
they
all
knew
your
I was
friends?
there.
Were they all your friends?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
Okay, and none of them heard you. None of you heard your screams in the night.
Well, no, they were passed out.
Okay.
I don't know why he said when I was a younger man. He's like 24.
Yeah.
That's a
Can't
lie.
get
and
much
you know
younger.
it. We talked about this.
Whoa. We're lying between games now. All right,
Chump!
Cole, you want to continue in reverse order? Going to Eric
Continue
again?
in reverse order, Eric. Can you
All right, so
Eric, keep
audience-
it together this time. Keep it together this time, Eric.
This is the one you want to pay extra close attention to this story because it is the one you are voting on. Won a karate fight against his sensei when he was a child. 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, get set, go.
First question, did you win?
Yes, that was the thing that I provided. Was I
Okay,
won a
good.
karate fight?
That's a test. That's a test, and you've passed.
That's a test.
Yes,
I'm doing
like
great,
you did
guys.
With your sensei, just like you did with your sensei. What was your sensei's name? I need to know. I need to know if
It
they
was
were reputable
Robert.
sensei.
It was Sensei Robert because I grew up in East County, San Diego, where a white guy taught me how to do Kenpo.
I've seen Cobra Kai. This is all checking out.
Do you want to see my horse stance?
Yes. Do it now.
Horse stance! Yeah! Horse stance! Yeah!
Okay, do
Those
dog
front two
stance.
knuckles.
What?
Do
Dog?
dog
I don't have dog. I don't know dog stance. I only took karate for 1 year.
But your sensei knew dog stance. Sensei Robert
Right,
knows
but
dog stance.
but I didn't do it.
But
I
you
only
said
did
that you
karate
beat
for
him.
1 year.
You obviously would know more stances if you beat him.
Oh no! It was one of those like let's spar, and then he slipped, and then I went.
Oh, so the truth comes
kinda
out.
the end of it.
Gravity defeated your sensei, not you.
The false
No,
victory.
it's technically. Hey, listen. When the ball falls out of a glove, it's not a catch. So even if it's in the glove, I win.
That's true. That's true.
What?
Is that a soccer reference?
Ball fell out of the glove.
know. Yeah,
All
I'm not
Cole,
sure.
Welcome to Chump, where the ball falls out of the glove.
Audience, remember to cast your votes. Is that story really about Eric, or do you think that is about James, or do you think it is about Patrick? Remember that
Horse
those are
stance.
front two knuckles right there.
Horse dance. This sounds like we're saying
Baboon
horse
stance.
dance. Horse dance.
There it is.
I feel like
All right.
I can hear his joints popping like from here.
Yeah, no, that's my elbow. I'm fucked up. I'm bad. It's bad.
Can I have one more question? When was this? Oh,
yeah.
you were a kid. Never mind. We know. We know.
All right. Oh, all right. Got it. When was this? Oh, you were a kid.
1975.
Never mind.
War had just
What
ended.
movie did you see?
I thought this could have been like last week, but I would have known you were lying.
Cole, you got one more. You got a question. James. James
Okay.
once had to scrap his dream car only months after buying it. So you can ask about this harrowing tale. 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, get set, go.
Now, when you say scrap, does that mean you destroyed the car?
I had to sell it like immediately, and it was basically worthless by the weeks after I had bought it.
Why was it worthless now?
Well, I don't know how used car salesmen do it, and maybe it was my fault for wanting a cool muscle car as a kid. But I wanted to replace the cassette player with a CD player, and when I opened it up, a bunch of Mexican newspapers fell out, and it didn't run
So
very
the
well
radio was in
afterwards.
Spanish radio.
I guess so, maybe. Yeah, I just don't
Okay.
know what the Mexican newspapers were doing holding the car together.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful. I mean, I guess they're powerful down in Mexico.
Yeah.
What was the car? Which car was it?
1991 Chevy Camaro.
Chevy Camaro. That does check out. That is a big muscle car.
You goddamn right it was.
How much did you sell it for? How much did you sell it for?
I sold it for
American muscle.
$75, and that was basically just to get them to take it away from my parents' driveway.
$75 for the haul away.
That's like
Not
walking into
bad.
Vegas.
Not bad.
You got to be ready to lose that money.
That's true. All right, there we go. That is the questioning for all three of them. Audience, remember, you are voting on who beat their sensei in a karate fight as a kid. Eric is claiming that it is about, as you can clearly see, that it is about him. He's doing punches, even though the claim is that the sensei slipped. And
stance.
so you
Or stance.
make sure to cast your votes on who that story is about. Cole, before we get any final answers, let's hear from you. Was there anyone you completely don't believe? Anyone who's managing to convince you of some reality here? What are you thinking going into this?
I just don't think Eric beat his sensei. I think Gravity beat his sensei. So I think he's twisting the truth. I think he's twisting the truth. But the problem is that I think the other two were telling the truth, which thereby means I think that Eric was telling the truth by the process of elimination.
Cole,
think
if I may.
Yeah.
Cole?
Yes.
Do a horse
Yes, my
stance.
co-counsel.
All right, who
Can
are
we
you
get the two? Can we
co-counseling
get the
with?
two?
We.
With James.
okay.
Get him out of here.
No, not
Idiot.
Eric. Not Eric. Camera on me. Cole, you must consider how small Eric is as an adult. So to conceive of him as a child, he would be even smaller than still. I find it highly unlikely that he would be able to defeat his sensei.
He wasn't
I
doing
think
judo,
Eric-
which is using the opponent's
Aren't me
body
and
weight
James
against
on a
them.
team?
Is lying.
He was
Aren't me and
using
think
James
Eric
on
is
it? We're on the
lying.
same
I don't know.
team.
If you've
The
ever
ancient
heard of a
hidden
little
art of
book
karate,
called Bible,
Karate.
but
I haven't. Pray tell.
man
Tell me.
named
Tell me about the whole thing.
David and Goliath, Smallman hits a giant in the head with a rock and I think kills him. I'm not sure if it was
But
a
that's-
murder or a knockout.
Did you just
But
refer
that's
to
judo.
David by
That's
like
in
a
judo.
surname? Did you call him Smallman?
Yeah, David Smallman.
Cole,
David Smallman.
Cole, I am a man of science, not fables. Okay. So
True.
Let's lock in the
True.
audience answer. Lock it in.
Okay,
Yeah, what
I'll
are they
say
saying?
The tortoise and the hare.
We don't get to
Because
see what they
Eric,
say
Eric was
before we
talking
get your
about
answer.
karate, not judo. If he was doing judo, then I'd believe it. Take it down a bigger opponent. That's what judo is all about,
Kenpo.
baby. Kenpo?
Kenpo. That's what he said. He said Kenpo.
Tell me what Kenpo is. You said it. Now explain.
I just showed you. I just showed
Horse
you
stance.
Kenpo karate. I took it for 1 year, which was really like 8 weeks.
is your fist
Hey,
supposed
like
to turn
here's-
all the way over when you
Yeah,
punch?
it's just, he's really gonna.
Oh, I guess probably not. Oh, I probably shouldn't turn it all the way, huh? It probably ends here. Twist punch.
Well, that's the most
hurricane punch.
effective. That's how
You're
you
like
get all your
Dudley
weight
from
behind
Street
it. A full kind of
It's kind of like a drill
720.
claw. Yeah,
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
a,
okay.
that's
Oh,
referred to as
in
a front
Pokemon,
two knuckle.
that's a
in
one-hit
Kenpo.
KO.
Yeah.
In Pokemon, that's one hit KO. Drill hit.
Works the same way.
As a former
Correct.
Kenpo instructor, I'm very impressed with your abilities, Eric.
Thank you.
Wait, Jeremy, did he beat you?
He beat me. I was the
Were you a
sensei.
sensei?
Yeah. I was
You were the Sensei Robert. It's Sensei Robert.
That's me. Yeah, it's my real name is Robert. Jeremy's my middle name.
I didn't recognize you without your trademark rat tail.
Let's go ahead and get some answers from Cole. Cole, we're going to go down the line. You know I can't grow a rat tail. How dare you even bring it up? Cole,
Not
let's
anymore.
go down the line.
It was the
Not
70s.
anymore. That's a great point, yeah. Starting with James. We just need to hear from you if you think that they're telling the truth or telling a lie. So James, who had to scrap his dream car after only owning it for a few months, is James telling the truth or telling a lie?
Truth.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Let's lock in James as telling the truth about the dream car. On to Eric, who defeated his sensei in combat and karate fight when he was a kid. Is Eric telling the truth, or was Eric telling a lie?
Truth.
Lock it in.
Horse dance.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Well, I'll give it as a yes. All right.
Horse
There it
dance.
is. There's a lock in.
All
Horse
right.
dance.
And then finally,
By
Patrick,
the process
who
of
got so
elimination.
drunk.
Horse
Bought a
dance.
house. All right. By process of elimination, truth. Let's lock in. Patrick is telling the truth. It is truth down the line
Come on,
for
baby.
Cole. All
I don't think they'd ever lie to me, Jeremy. I don't think any
all
teacher would
telling
ever
their
lie to
own
me.
tales. No one lying. That is
Couple
what
of
Cole's
George
gone.
Washington
Audience,
over here.
let's
They
see.
cannot tell a lie. Cherry tree. Look it up.
Who fought their sensei and won as a child?
From the
Let's
Bible.
see, audience, what you think. 2 points on the line here.
It's in the Bible.
Patrick, 41% has gone for Patrick is the one.
Eric 24.
Patrick does have a karate bar.
Some bullshit in the chat. Bunch
All
of
right, can we
comments.
do another? Can we do a second poll at which one of the three of us do we think fought our sensei and lost, and then see how Eric does?
And then see
No,
what we do.
no, we have to move it. No, we have to move on with the game. We can't just do polls. We can't just do polls.
I'm in, yeah.
Listen, if something pops up in the chat, I can't stop it from happening. If a poll pops up here, but Cole,
No.
all that's happening. Let's go down the line and see how well you did. Starting with James.
Okay.
So James claimed he had to scrap his dream car only months after buying it. You thought James was telling the truth. I can reveal that James was telling a lie. That was a lie from James.
That means I'm wrong somewhere else.
It means you're wrong somewhere else too. That is correct.
No.
On to Eric, who
What a shame.
all those horse stances later claimed to have won a karate fight against his sensei when he was a child. You thought he was telling the truth. I can reveal that Eric was telling a lie. That was also a lie from Eric.
What did you
Whoa, back knuckle with a finger.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What did you even do? What did you even do? Wait, when you stand like that, it looks like James is your top half. Do that again.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Whoa!
Hang on.
No, center.
I'm gonna do something.
Oh yeah,
Get
get on your
myself.
chair.
Okay,
Be careful,
now
Patrick.
remember.
All right, here we go. Karate attack.
No, you gotta get your full motion in.
Yeah.
It's like he's whirling his arms to punch. Look at Patrick's leg.
Oh wait. How do we go? Which way? This way? All right, ready?
Yeah.
Go. Punch. No, the other arm. Yeah.
And front kick.
You
Be careful, he's on a revolving chair.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And it's gonna bounce.
It's the Karate Kid. Oh my god.
All right.
This is the best episode of the
The
show we've ever
ultimate
done.
karate kid.
Anyway, a game's going on. On to Patrick, who Patrick claims to have gotten so drunk that he fist fought a house. You thought Patrick was telling the truth. I can reveal Patrick was telling a lie. It was lies down the line for the deceivers. But what's
could this
the
happen?
I fought a house before, but that wasn't my thing in this game.
Not when you were drunk.
Yeah.
No, not in this
When you
one.
were drunk.
No,
What does
only
that mean
so.
for the audience, though? The audience could be securing 2 points if that story was actually about Patrick. But the story about fighting the sensei when they were a child and winning was about James Willems. That was James's story. So, audience, unfortunately, you did not secure the 2 points, which means after 2 games here, the deceivers have a full 4 points, while the contestant in the audience have none. Deceivers,
You need to fire
have-
your the people helping you. You gotta. They're not helping. Cole.
They're not helping.
Okay.
Your counsel
Your legal
is
counsel
pretty
is
bad.
not-
Your
There's going to
Whoa.
be some restructure. There's going to be some restructuring. I'll tell you that
Oh,
much.
Big Papa is here. Big Papa.
Uh-oh, Big Papa
is
Pump.
entered. This episode of Chump is brought to you by Honey. Online shopping is one of the only ways that some of us have made it through the past year. And now that we've all learned how to do shopping online the easy way, there's no going back. Especially if you have Honey, the free shopping tool that hunts down discount codes and automatically applies them to your cart. If you're anything like me, when you get to that checkout screen, you'll see that box that says put the code in here, and you think, and you know what? I'll just search online. I'll see if any codes come up and maybe I can get some savings. Then you put the code in there. It says guaranteed it works. You put it in there and it doesn't. says code doesn't apply, code is expired, blah, 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 whatever it says in there. Honey does all of that work for you, and it finds the codes that do actually work and actually save you money, and you don't have to do anything. It's super easy to use. When you check out online, the Honey button drops down, and all you have to do is click apply coupons. If Honey finds any working coupons, it will automatically apply them to your cart. You don't have to do anything other than click and wait, and then you can save yourself some money. If you don't already have Honey, you are straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in just a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this show. I never recommend something I don't use, and I use Honey for all of my online purchases, which is where I buy pretty much everything nowadays. So get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/chump. That's joinhoney.com/chump. Thank you very much, Honey. And thank you for shopping smart. So here's the thing. It's all going to come down to this last game. Deceivers, you are safe from being the chumps this episode. There's 1 point up for grabs for Cole and the audience. So this could change the whole thing as we go into our final game, which is called What's in Your House. In this game, all three of our deceivers are going to be explaining a bizarre item that is in their home. However, only one of them actually has the item that is being explained. The other two are making up items that do not exist, but pretending that they have them in their home. Cole is going to question each of them up to my discretion. I'll tell him when to move on to the next person about these items, what they look like, where they came from, all different things like that. So before we can get into the game, I have to go down the line, starting at James, and just get a 1-sentence description of the bizarre item that is in their home. So James, let's start with you. James, what is in your house?
Jack Sparrow's periscope.
Jack Sparrow's periscope.
Jerry Brockheimer let you have that?
Jack Sparrowscope.
On to Eric. Eric, what is in your house?
I have a child-sized Charizard costume.
A child-sized Charizard costume. And on to Patrick. Patrick, what is in your house?
Of a really fucked up taxidermy octopus.
A really fucked up taxidermied octopus. Cole, those are your three items. Audience, remember, you're voting on who has the real item. Which of these items is real? Cole, who would you like to question first?
Well, we started with the beginning. We started with the end. Let's start with the middle.
Starting with Eric with the child-sized Charizard costume. There's no time limit here, so whenever you're ready, Cole, begin your questioning.
All right, Eric. When did you buy this?
I never bought it.
Who bought it? Tyson?
I don't know. Whoever lived in this house before I lived in this house. It was the only thing left in the entire house when I moved in.
And where is it on display?
It's not on display. It's just something I have.
Above the
Why would I
mantle.
display it? Why would? Yeah, I bought a mannequin. I bought a really small mannequin. I dressed it up like Charizard, like an idiot.
See, that the trick question was, I've been to your house and I've seen the life-size Charizard mannequin in your mantle, so I know the truth already.
That's what you're thinking.
That's what I was. Wait, was that a term? You just, what happened?
Well, I have a
How many other
Charizard costume.
How many other Charizard costumes do you have? Do you have an adult size to go with it?
No,
Also,
it's
there's
just
no such thing
no.
as a
It's
child
just
Charizard. It's a Charmander.
yeah, right. There's only one, and it's for child.
Okay, I've had enough.
Okay, all right. That's it for question. Horse dance, well done.
Yeah, those are lies. Those are lies. Horse dance.
What? All right. So Cole, there's a question for Eric. Who would you like to go to next?
Let's go to James.
All right, going to James. Jack Sparrow. Let's get some questioning in there. Whenever you're ready, begin your questioning.
So you got this eye-scope thing, this telescope, right?
A periscope. A periscope.
Periscope.
Yes.
Periscope. So that's like the periscope thing that comes up out of the water in a submarine.
Oh,
Yes, it can be used in a submarine, but it also doesn't have to be used in a submarine
Like if Jack Sparrow was underground?
or underwater.
Underwater. What movie does he use the periscope in?
4. I think
4?
that's On Stranger Tides, right? That's the one
Yeah, that's
with
something.
Ian McShane.
Yeah, we all remember that.
We all
Sorry,
remember that.
Definitely
Yeah,
my
sure.
favorite
I
one.
don't want to jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with Ian McShane
Yeah.
on Stranger Tides, Pirates 4.
Yeah, and he kind of like walks on the bottom of the water, and he's got like the periscope, and he's like, boop, boop,
Yep. I mean, I don't think it makes that noise, but he does.
Right,
He does
that
have.
sounds like
There is an
technology.
underwater
How do you feel
sequence in that film.
How do you feel about that movie? How do you feel about that
Oh, it
movie
sucks.
in comparison to the other ones? Yeah,
I don't like it.
definitely.
I don't
No,
like
you're
it
right.
because it's a pirate movie and they spend most of the time on land. But I do like that I have a periscope because it's from one of the sequences where there's actually water involved.
That is true. Statistically, it is. Okay, yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Okay, I'm done.
Incredible.
And he's done. No questions about where it came from or how James got it. It's fine. It's just what movie was it in and did you like it? All right, on to Patrick.
Only one remains.
Only one remains. The taxidermied octopus. Cole, whenever you're ready, begin your questioning.
Octopus. What's the plural for octopus? Is it octopi or is it the singular?
It's octopi. It's octopi.
Octopi. Okay.
Octopussy.
Got one. You just got one octopus and an octopi. Okay. I want to check. It's a. You said it's a freaky, horny. What is it? A freaky?
No. It's fucked up, but like it's just really bad taxidermy. Like it's only got 7
Okay.
legs.
How do you taxidermy an octopus? That's a legit
I have
question.
no idea. I found it at a thrift store. I have no idea how it was done.
How many arms does it
before
have?
It came to me. Well, 7.
7 because it's fucked
what I
up.
just
That's
said.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did just.
I was thinking of my next
You're wasting
question.
questions here.
I am.
Yeah, apparently you only have a certain amount or something.
How many more questions
Go
do
ahead,
I have, Jeremy?
There's only so many I'll answer.
I can't tell you. It's whenever I feel like making you stop. Though the past
where is it
two,
on
you
display?
just claimed you're done.
Where am I voting? Where am I voting? Where is it on display?
Where's what on display?
Where-
Oh, the octopus. I thought you meant me.
octopus.
I thought you were still talking to me. Yeah,
No,
Pat,
you
it's
said
on
I
a
get as many
bookshelf.
questions as I want.
It's on a bookshelf next to my TV in the living room.
Oh, how often do you think about it?
Whenever I go to the bookshelf.
What was
How often is that? Do you read a lot?
Yeah, what was that? Fairly, I guess fairly often.
I have a mystery item, Cole. It's Daft Punk is in my house. That's my mystery item.
Together.
And I dare
last
you
question.
to prove it.
Last
Yeah,
question.
go ahead.
What's the last thing you read? Any recommendations?
The last thing I read was
Yeah.
a Michael Moorcock book, a classic sci-fi Elric
Ooh.
series.
Elric.
Let's go
Is it
back
like
to
the
the
first
full
in the
screen,
series,
please,
or they're
everybody.
Fantasy. It's fantasy, I should say. No, I'm reading the last in the series.
You've read them
I
all
read
to
them
this
all.
point, or are you jumping in?
I
at
read
the
them
last one?
all.
Okay,
That's
good,
right.
good, good.
No, I read them all.
Zoom out.
Should I read them?
Hang on, Cole.
Yeah, they're good.
We can talk about
Think-
something here, Cole.
Do you think HBO would be interested in a series?
Quiet, you're done.
Not from you, if
Done.
that's the question.
The whole thing was, okay, ask questions up to my discretion. I'll tell you when to move on to the next people. Cole, not only on the first two said, I'm done, I've had enough, but literally on the last one too said, this is my last one. Like limited himself on every single questioning there.
He's confident.
That is confidence.
I don't need to hear anything
Cole,
more.
That's fair. So before we get your final answer, because you sound very sure, audience, we're going to lock you in for game number 1. So thank you very much. Or game number 3. So thank you very much for playing all the games.
This could be
Best
game
of luck
1.
to
We
you.
can do 2 more.
No, please
Yeah, I
no.
got time. I got
this
nothing going on
is-
today.
Isn't
Yeah,
it the
my
best of
good
3?
lord.
That's 2 out of 3. This is the first game we're completing
It's
now.
a tournament.
The best
Yeah,
will be
it's
when
a
the
World
credits
Series.
roll. Audience, you need this point to not be the chump for this episode. So it's also imperative that you don't pick the same answer as Cole.
Audience,
so
tell me
best
what you're
of luck.
picking. Can I cheat off of the audience?
God help you if you do.
Nope.
Hold on,
They're
I'm
locked
gonna open
in.
up RT chat. Hold on.
Cole,
All right, I'm ready.
it's time to go to you. You sound pretty confident. So after hearing all these stories, what do you think going into this one?
Well, these are some pretty tough nuts to crack, Jeremy. If I'm being
Yeah.
honest, I couldn't get through. That's what I think.
I
think
couldn't
get
imagine
through.
why.
Yeah. I don't know if I could ever trust Eric again after lying about karate after showing that amazing horse dance. Patrick very well could. He had some good book recommendations. But
Correct.
when I come down to it, I think Would James own a piece of the memorable Jerry Bruckheimer filmography?
If only we knew
Try.
how he got it.
It's a piece of history.
Piece of history. And so I
On
think,
the-
yes.
it's on the wrong
I
side
think
of history.
James is a household that loves Jerry Bruckheimer almost as much as everyone else here. So
You wanna
I
lock
think
in
James is
James,
telling
that's
the
the
truth.
person-
I'm locking in James. Lock it in. Sink it to the bottom of the boat. You need the telescope to look down and see where it is.
Let's lock in James. All right, James is locked in.
Oh, he's doing Jack Sparrow.
Whoa!
A classic
Sparrow.
Sparrow.
Thanks, everybody. If you need me, I'll
probably
be on
stumbled-
Hollywood Boulevard.
Probably stumbled in and they thought it was Jack and gave it to him.
Audience,
Ah.
what did you
Yeah.
think? It's all down to this. Did you pick James as well? Because if so, you're screwed. But let's see what you picked.
They picked
Patrick
Patrick?
went for the octopus.
But I
All
was
right.
telling the truth.
So here's the thing. The only way. So all right, you've picked different things. Cole has picked James, and the audience has picked Patrick. So it will not be a tie unless Eric has the real item. But rather than me tell you who has the real item, I'm just going to count down from 3 and say reveal, and then the person with the item will hold it up. So let's show the real item in 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
Everyone loses. I would like to report foul play. I would like to report foul play. Eric said it was on display in a mannequin in his office.
It's got a tail.
Well, I did ask him to get it.
I
for
said
this
that.
show.
no, that
I
was
said
me
that.
making fun of
Oh,
you.
that is what Patrick said. Okay, I retract my complaint.
Oh my good lord! All
Very
right.
well.
Now here's the thing.
We've
Here's the
regained the
thing.
legitimacy of this
camera,
game.
Yeah, that's good. Camera
Camera
on
on
me.
Eric.
Here's
Can we
the
get
thing.
camera on
The
Eric?
only
blow him
way.
up.
The
Okay.
only way to see me in this costume is to get a first account and watch Chump change only on Rooster Teeth, the phone application.
He's gonna do it.
It's also available on
gonna
the
do
phone,
it.
but thank
It's
you
also
for doing
available
it there
on-
if you do.
On a website, and is there an Xbox app or something?
Believe so.
Watch
Yes.
there too.
What I'm gonna say is, I'm devastated because the scores are coming up now. The Deceivers have a perfect 6 points. Have done literally everything right.
Horse dance.
Horse dance. Horse dance.
Piping, baby.
Dressage. Horse dance.
Which means audience and Cole, you both did not manage to secure a
Okay.
point this episode. Hey, it happens. It happens when
It
you
happens,
just don't have enough
audience.
time for all the questions you have.
Audience, if we had
Um,
worked together, maybe we could have had something going. Okay.
Right, who knows? A few more consulting meetings, a few more questions we could have gotten there.
Yeah.
But that
Maybe
means
if
that
he'd had a
for
pipe.
this episode of Chump,
I'd had a pipe.
Cole and the audience are going to be tonight's.
Jump.
There they are.
Oh, double jump!
got double
Chump
Chump
tonight.
Losers.
How could this happen?
Roller coaster. My Jaeger's gone. I moved on to rum. What I want to say is thank you, everyone. For
Like
showing
Johnny
up.
Depp.
Like Johnny Depp.
Why is the
Oh,
rum?
man.
Say it. Why is the rum gone?
Was this
That's what he said
episode.
to me when he. Oh.
Yeah. I want to thank you everyone for showing up for this episode and watching. Special thank you to Cole, James, Eric, and Patrick for joining. And we are going to now go film our post-show Chump Change, where we're going to hear all of the true stories that we didn't get to hear during Pushing the Envelope. They've already started the music, so we'll see you next week for another episode of Electro Money. Thanks for watching, everybody, and let us know in the comments if you would have fared any better than Cole did against this crazy group of deceivers. We'll, of course, see you next week for even more Chump action, RTTV, 4 p.m. Central Time. You can watch live and play along. See you then, everyone.